While there's no doubt that properly designed and implemented partnerships can offer significant benefits, they do pose certain challenges that must be adequately addressed if the schemes are to be successful. I will just touch on two or three of them. Foremost among those challenges may be the structuring of effective mechanisms to ensure that the major risks of the partnership are identified and quantified, and that the appropriate risk sharing is set out for both the government and the private sector partner. Also critical is proper planning and design of the partnerships to ensure that value for money is secured, as well as it is vitally important to implement effective ongoing monitoring of any partnership to ensure that the intended results and benefits are achieved. And finally, I firmly believe that the potential social resistance highlights the need for political and social will, particularly in areas that may be politically sensitive, such as water distribution, electricity generation. As such, we must find the means to increase coordination and consultation with stakeholders, especially in relation to the potential social and environmental impacts of projects and related infrastructure. In that vein, consultation must be buttressed and informed by effective environmental and social impact studies. Going forward, the government of the Bahamas is looking to expand the range of such partnership arrangements in which it is involved as a means of efficiently and effectively providing the public infrastructure required for our development needs across the breadth of the nation. Beyond expanding our current roster of arrangements in the areas of ports and airports, we will examine possibilities for the construction and leasing of public building infrastructure and office complexes. As well, we will be open to possible partnerships in the areas of health, schools, water production and distribution, as well as electricity generation and distribution. So far, the National Insurance Board, our Social Security, has been the most active investor in public facilities that are leased back to the government on a long-term basis. However, it is clear that business opportunities can be formulated in these areas for investors, thereby removing ourselves from cash flow constraints of the National Insurance Board. The next important innovation in public-private partnerships will be for us to begin to satisfy more of the government's need for office premises and to begin to leverage the government's real estate interests to accelerate the redevelopment of the downtown Nassau area. The government owns a number of important buildings in the downtown area that are in a state of disrepair, and which, if left up to our own budgetary resources, could be in these conditions for a protracted period. We will seek to bring private investment to bear in helping to renovate these premises. And I can tell you that I am a consultancy that recognizes that the challenge for Bay Street is the Bahamian people and tourists alike do not have access to the waterfront. And I have predicated a lot of political currency on the fact that we will build a boardwalk from the port where the cruise passengers come in, up to 4 million, down the waterfront where I could, I'm a romantic, I told you, walk hand in hand, this time with my wife, along the waterfront. So as we move forward with this process, I believe and hope that discussions such as those in which you will engage over the next few hours will serve to provide guidance to our own internal deliberations. As I stressed, there are clear challenges in properly designing and implementing successful partnerships for our national benefit. However, I am confident that we can work through and overcome these challenges. There is a vital need and role for such partnerships in our nation's development going forward. When we work together, we all benefit. Discussions such as these are important and can make valuable contributions to our deliberations. I also hope they produce valuable information that can be used for the successful and strategic implementation of future public-private sector partnerships. And I want therefore to say thank you very much for giving me the privilege. I qualified, I told you before I started, when I speak before university gatherings, and lecture, and when I speak before Caribbean people, I take advantage of their presence.